Um, at Kingbone to 129k. Capital K, capital P.
King Poon 129k.
Yep.
Going live. Skyrim belongs to the Nords.
Alright, here we go. Down to Parthenix. This is not the way to Parthenix. This is
Welcome
the way
back to the
Parthenix.
madness, guys. Welcome back to Skyrim belongs to the Nord. This following up our last D&D session with For the Horde. So might end up slipping into this voice every so often.
Greetings, Wunderni.
I'm trying to get Lys's voice. She's supposed to be more of a valley girl, like.
Oh my
basically
god.
Like, oh my god, yeah.
Oh my
But
god, Zai, use your
fucking it
breath
up.
on
I keep fucking it up because every time I start laughing, I lose my voice because I basically force my throat into like these voices.
that. Yeah.
You, Dovahkiin,
But hey, I added the more voices in like you wanted.
why do you come
I
here,
get-
Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
Don't mind me, I'm just eating french fries. Being a fat ass.
Nom nom. Continuing on with Fat Man on Food Eats.
Drem,
The
If
stream.
only it was like a full thing of food. I was very tempted to order pizza before we did this.
to be observed at the first meeting
I
of
have
two
a
of
few
the
things that I need to
Dovah.
go and get after I'm done with here. Like I need more
By
food.
long tradition, the elders
I haven't been able to
speak
shop
first.
because I can't leave the house.
to touch
Hear
myself.
my thum.
And no, I
Feel
don't really
it.
like
Ooh,
that.
Scroll of Conjure Storm Knock. Yes,
You are Dovahkiin.
please.
Dovahkiin.
Oh.
Oh.
Alex didn't look fine.
Have spoken.
Will die, Voku. I already went too far into the song last time.
Good me.
I can't start doing it in Dragon, otherwise you're gonna really start questioning my life choices.
It's already
Oh,
too
I
late for
kicked-
that, might as well.
Oh wait, that's right. Haven bag. I never get. Where'd my Haven bag go then?
Test your thum against mine.
There it goes. Okay, for some reason it bugged out.
Show me what you
I put on the Haven bag and it didn't let me go into the Haven bag.
as Argonian.
How does that work anyway, the hidden bag mod?
Dovah.
With the Haven bag mod?
Yeah.
It's a you get a bag that's in your inventory. You equipped it. Well, you haven't equipped it. You're inside the bag, and it comes with like lots of storage, lots of it comes with, like every crafting station. And yeah, you can do stuff inside the Haven bag. You remove the Haven. Oh shit!
What?
No!
Spend some time at the college.
I caused the paradox.
Introduction. Come
What'd you
Oh,
do?
maybe I did. I put the Haven bag in the storage within the Haven bag.
Oh god.
Oh, thank God! Originally, when you did that in the original Skyrim with this mod, you basically get cut out of your Haven bag, that particular Haven bag, because whenever you don't have Haven bag in your bag, they give you the mod just automatically drops a Haven bag in your inventory.
Well, that's smart.
So the problem is that not if you have a new Haven bag, the old Haven bag had all your supplies and stuff.
Oh.
What would you ask?
But they fixed it so it's the same Haven bag no matter what. Wait, no, I want my scrolls. Scrolls are cool.
Yeah, scrolls are pretty useful.
Old Dovah.
I'm gonna deposit a lot of this food.
You're our Hadrime.
You're just dealing with depositing stuff. I'm over here talking to Parthenax.
Need.
No, I didn't want
We
to.
need to answer your
There we
Oh,
go.
I haven't gone to Parthenax yet. I'm getting the Elder Scroll, so I can just do everything at once.
I'm here to debate philosophy with you.
There is.
But yeah, I've also been keeping track of people's arrows.
Do
Like,
you know why?
for one, Freed only has 6 arrows left.
Yeah.
Since he casts 2 arrows per shot. He seems to be really reluctant on casting that thing, but that's his like his perk thing. Why are you hesitant on your perk, bro?
Used it to cap,
Like my druid focus is mine.
which is why
Right.
I have lived here.
Technically, I just thought of I thought of this while we were doing stuff. It's like if I actually took the pack thing, I could have give everybody whips.
But not when
Everybody would have had like 2 whips for a bonus action.
it is.
Yeah.
But then if we cast a fireball, it's 2d10. So
If you brought
decisions.
You could learn
Fireball is technically a superior thing and not just a whip. It's just the whip would have given us pack tactics.
trust your
Fireball does not.
instincts,
Okay.
Your blood will show you the way.
Okay, cool.
And honestly, the Displacer Beast battle went a lot smoother than expected.
I mean, they are just laying all over the place.
Although I did tell him to cheat.
Map.
Actually, no, Liz would have known that.
No, I'm falling.
There was me thinking
There we go.
he was gonna
You know, being a druid.
Yeah.
So I guess that's not too. That's not
Say that
bad. I just,
It's fine. So, Saturday, with the Skyrim D&D and our Skyrim race, are we starting our characters first, then streaming, or are we gonna stream like the moment it starts and go through the...
Basically, we're gonna make our characters. We're also gonna give them all their buffs and whatnot beforehand, before the stream. And then when we stream, it's gonna be like full buff, already, you know, open map,
Okay.
doing all the things. And basically, we're gonna have to even out the buffs between the two and whatnot. Like, we're not gonna have. I would say instead of going 9,000 stamina,
Yeah.
or however high we
Guess
put
they
it,
must have
we
gone
go like
elsewhere.
maybe 2,000. You know, something a little bit more reasonable.
Right.
Because you can still blow through 2,000 stamina pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then the items and whatnot. Personally, I want like the look to be like ancient Nord for me. For the armor.
Okay.
I don't know if you have a specific armor in mind and whatnot.
I will have the special edition when we go to do this, so I want the Stalrim light gear. I like that gear. It looks dope.
Okay. And then if we want to have some enchants on it, I'll talk us through how do we get our enchants on what.
Okay.
It won't be anything, well, I don't think we should go anything too stupid for the enchants. The cap for natural enchants, if you don't do anything, like if you don't do any like potion shenanigans, I believe, if I recall, it was 40 per piece times, so 40 times 4, that's 160. 160% towards one thing.
Okay.
Like for weapons, and for crafting it was like 25%, so it's a 100% increase. But we're not going to be doing crafting, hence half the reason why we got this other stuff.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
we're basically the idea is we have one set of armor, we have one weapon set,
I hope you've made some
and we go in, we do the world.
Perhaps one
That
of
way
the
we don't have to worry about, you know,
Maybe
dungeon
we
gear,
could do
this
the
drop,
tree.
you know, RNGs. Though that's part of the fun, but we're trying to race and go through, and it's kind of sad in the race that you don't get to have the fun things that you want.
Right. It's gonna be really
me-
interesting when we do it on the 24-hour day on the Switch.
Oh, the Switch one's gonna be this one's gonna be practice. The Switch one's gonna be hell, because that's gonna be the real race, where we just run through as fast as we can without fast travel.
Yeah. Downside to having fast travel to everywhere, if you just travel to the college winter hold, you still gotta run all the way down the bridge to talk to the bitch to get your fucking trial done.
Yep.
Welcome to. I trust you found. Now,
I'm also debating on what
however, you see
sections
something
of the
more,
main quest
I will
are we
accomplish.
actually
It is
going to
never-
have to do,
the good people
and what sections
thus
we aren't.
take certain
I'm thinking
precautions.
about throwing
It
the
is never
Thalmor
safe.
party
The
rather
good
than
people
like a sneak
thus
conversation,
take
just
certain
have it in
precautions.
as a just like a couple of
This is
checks,
the College of Winter
like
Hall,
charisma checks,
a
just to go
safe
through it.
haven for- Perhaps.
Yeah.
The
But what
idea,
is
the
to
idea
expect to
being
find
is some of the
within?
party sits there and distracts the bitch. The others,
It would seem that not just anyone.
go
A
in and
small
actually, you
test,
know,
if you
get
will.
shit done.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything of the sort.
And then when she goes to
Well,
like be like,
it's
wait, I
been
hear
so
this is,
long since we've had any
excuse me,
I
there's a
would be most
disturbance that
impressed to
suddenly
see.
needs my attention or something like that. And then the people that were distracting her are
if
like,
you
whoop,
can
whoop,
pass
whoop,
the
whoop, whoop,
test,
out the front door.
then those invested in restoration matters.
That's the
including
idea.
mine.
I hope it goes
No.
over so well because
Or you can
basically
try
we
your
have
luck with one of
two
the
people
court-
that are
Here
really
you
high
are.
in sneak.
Now I'm anxious to see you.
Then we have Trixie, who has a godly amount of charisma.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot I put a boss in this room.
When you do hit the boy, you'll be well done indeed. I think you'll.
Sorry, I had to use healing hands apparently.
Well done indeed. Mirabelle.
Because otherwise, I was just gonna skip past that altogether, the Thalmor Embassy, and just say what happened while we were in there. But I don't know. I feel that's a little cutting. I'm not sure if it's cutting too much out or just the right amount out.
I don't know. Since it is just a one shot, I mean.
I feel like we should probably maybe just cut it out, honestly. Since we don't, just so we can get to the other things within the one shot.
Yeah.
Technically, we could extend it too for like Halloween or something, but
Yeah.
I believe I've made
We can do Halloween in Blackreach.
Yes, of course.
if we don't make it to Blackreach in time.
Yeah.
Because I was actually thinking about the dungeon just leading up to Blackreach end up depleting us. I mean, I'll put it this way: the game development of this thing,
Watch it.
just
Oh
walking
my God.
through it took me an hour
Yeah.
in game. And I'm sitting here recording everything so I can get all the details right, so I can draw them on the map. And I was thinking after that, I'm like, oh my God, wait. It took me an hour just to walk through. If we're gonna actually do it in D&D, and looking at how far along we took just for like a few simple runes in the Temple of Dog, it might take us like the entire thing just to clear. Technically, what's it called? Alfstund?
Alston?
You know where you get the Elder Scroll.
You are
Oh, I don't remember.
Now,
That's where I am
you
now. Actually, I can
require
just look at the map.
assistance.
Oh wait, no, I'm in Blackreach.
As a matter of
I didn't want to ask if he's got any books he's looking for.
I've heard whispers of more.
Got any books, bro?
Quite an impressive library.
Been keeping this collection since the
I'm
second.
looking for an Elder Scroll.
Do with it.
That and getting
even
into
know
the
what to
college is a
ask him
hilarious
about?
thing that I had planned.
An elder to read it. Even so, the divines usually take.
Considering,
Ah,
not sure if you were paying attention, but the weapon set thing.
the greatest thief in the. I don't know who told.
Basically,
so don't get your hopes up. It's
Like for
mostly
you,
lies,
you're a rogue.
leavened with
You're
evil.
obviously gonna have a dagger for that sneak attack,
Fight well.
or
Yeah.
something equivalent to. Basically, you have like 2 daggers or a dagger and whatever offhand you want otherwise for
Here
you,
you
so you
go.
have the extra
Try not to
attack.
spill anything.
But on top, you also have your like bow as a ranged option. Considering like Elder Scrolls Online gives you that weapon swap thing,
Hundreds
you
of
can have a
years
set
gone
of
into
up
a
to 2
symbol of this
handed
collection.
weapons on
It's
each
going to stay
type of weapon,
pristine,
and you can swap
understand?
between those 2 endlessly, which is more than the one weapon interaction thing that the game naturally gives you. So if you have a shield, you can even outside your turn, you can
He's the
swap
world's-
between the weapons, so
he's
you
been
can swap
gone
back
for
to
a
a shield
long
for the
while.
AC if you want it,
Somewhere up-
Yeah.
said he found
and take it off if you don't want it
Haven't heard
for
from him
the
since.
negative effects if you are a class that doesn't exactly handle shields so well.
So, Banian, he doesn't use shields, he dual wields. I do have a question though. Since Bloodborne, I have had this weapon I've always loved. So I try to like force it into whatever I can, and I don't even know if Skyrim has a mod for it, but I want to look it up actually. It's the bow blade. It's a short.
I know what a bow
Yeah.
blade is. It's basically it's a short sword and a short bow built into the same thing.
Yeah.
The edges of the blade or the bow are that's actually what the crab.
I
weapon
love
bow
that
is
thing.
supposed to be. Yeah, there's also the spear bow, similar to it. It has a spear tip on one end where you can stab people
Yeah.
with
So-
reach. I can build that. You can have that in. I'll just have bow blade as the range like short thing, and then a short sword variation of it that has like a 2-handed attack option, basically.
Right. Yo, I lost my
Basically,
dog. Have you seen him? He may have wandered into your chat. Nope, only wolves. No dog. But
He might be in the Temple of Dog.
he might be in the Temple of Dog. But I was thinking if we're level 10, are we gonna start with like anything cool or not? Because I was thinking, Bowblade.
We all get our little like gimmick weapon ability. Like, he gets a keyblade that can unlock. It is literally a key that is a sword, not as Kingdom Hearts keyblade.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's fine. Then, if he gets the Keyblade, can I get the Bowblade?
Yeah, you can get that. Orkra gets a Force Cantrip. That's basically a weaker variation of a dragon's breath attack.
Ooh.
It's like a 1d6 to everything within that fails a dex throw, and if they pass the dex throw, it does like no damage. So.
Oh no, Blackreach. Sorry, he just told me I need to go to Blackreach, and I'm just not into it.
And Trixie's gonna have the wand of arrows is actually what it's called. The same thing like that I gave to that Freed has. It shoots. You use a wand for to throw arrows. Only it's gonna start off at a higher arrow count.
Okay.
And I can choose the element of the arrows. That way, it doesn't negatively affect my. It doesn't negatively affect my wild magic.
Yeah, wild magic is going to be interesting to play with.
It's not technically wild. It's different. It's not full wild magic where it's like I roll a d100, see what happens.
So I slipped. Kenny got his first death. Hey.
All right, I gotta throw back on my death counter. 3.
I'm not. I didn't even bother to put one on.
I'm just moving over here to actually go to Trixie's page where I have all her like 40 effects and whatnot.
Yeah.
Some of like these are the bad effects. Clothes just vanish. Anything she's wearing, like armor-wise, just gone.
Oh. So Sophia.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's actually part of the original thing anyway. For wild magic, and then there's clothes that turn into lingerie: lacy, thigh-high, garter belt, thong, corset. Her reaction to this is just, well, at least they have clothes on.
Yeah.
In comparison to other things. And then Trixie can't speak, and every time she tries, pink bubbles like pop out of her mouth instead. For the round, that lasts one round.
Okay.
A random unicorn appears at the point of impact of the spell.
Fuck.
It charges forth in a random direction, depending upon a 1d4, and moves 30 feet straight forward in that direction. Anything that comes along its path might be knocked prone.
Jesus.
Trixie is set on fire. It doesn't hurt her, or her clothing or any of her items and everything, but everything else around her burns.
Oh.
So if I have friends nearby, they just can randomly catch fire.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to deal with.
Yeah, Trixie randomly casts grease on herself. So yeah, she slips and falls, or has a high chance to slip and fall. Let's see what else we got here. Accidentally draw gold from her inventory and randomly gets teleported into the void.
Oh god.
Never to be seen or heard from again.
Got it. So one of us is gonna have to basically be your keeper for gold.
Yeah, because we don't have a Haven bag. Amazing. You know, I make a campaign without a Haven bag. Number 9, Trixie's body just randomly starts glowing.
Oh.
Basically, I fail any kind of sneak checks at that point, obviously, because I'm glowing like crazy. And I randomly attract attention to myself.
Oh boy.
At that point. Random guard gets summoned at point of impact. So I just summon whatever hold we in. I can accidentally summon a guard to the point of impact, which could be, if I'm fighting a dragon and the dragon's in the air and I hit the dragon, I summon a guard and it just falls. it could potentially fall into like the AoE zone of the spell I just casted, giving us all a bounty.
Jesus. Okay,
Um,
real quick, I didn't know that like stuff you can find in the overworld was also affected by restoration and shit.
yeah.
Yeah, because I just found a Zenithar
Yeah,
pendant
yeah,
that gives 110% price reduction.
that's what I said about
Yeah.
restoration. It's the ultimate thing, because the only thing we did, if I took off all the mods and whatnot, the only thing that we really need to have to really fun run and really like casual and OP is to just turn restoration up to like 120.
And restoration is the literal spell restoration set, right? The skill set?
It's more than just that. It technically powers everything.
Well, no, I mean like if you're playing a game legit with no console commands, you would just want to upgrade that, right?
Oh yeah, if you upgrade
Okay.
regular restoration, other things will get boosted.
That is what I was wondering, because I'm doing a
It actually
legitimate
gets
thing,
even.
so I'm going to try it.
There's something
If you decide to go for, if you become a vampire and go for necromage or necro something, something like where your spells and abilities affect undead targets like twice as effective.
Right.
Your undead, your ability, all your items and enchantments are like doubled up.
Oof. I'm just running through here, slaying spiders and shit. Robot spiders, but spiders nonetheless.
Yeah, I gotta custom make those.
Yeah, those are gonna be fun.
I gotta also make tokens for them, so I'm basically gonna try to take like a straight screenshot and just shrink the image down so that we can use it.
You could
'cause
probably go to the wiki. They should have like the renders
yeah,
for them.
I'm hoping I can just do it that easily because as it is, trying to draw the Black Reach is actually being much more of a murder than I thought. I was like, oh no, we have the map. It's just redoing the map.
I had a feeling it was gonna be a bit of a pain.
On top of that, the dungeon right before it is also pretty annoying, which is why, and then I still have to do the Thalmor thing, which is why I'm like, should we just skip it? I think we should just skip it just to get more fun times in.
So, I don't think I fully
speed,
paid
right?
attention back then. Were we talking about skipping the Falmore thing or skipping the Black Reach?
Thalmor.
Okay.
Because Black Reach needs to happen. That's a heavy point of how you got this Elder Scroll.
Shame. Understandable, but shame.
More than likely, we'll probably barely make it through Black Reach, to be honest. If I think of how everything has to go, we will be skipping like long super travels, like the way up to High Hrothgar.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we won't be even part of the Dovahkiin gets to learn spells, learn shouts and whatnot. We're gonna be tucked a room, you know, that meeting room that's on the side. We're gonna be all shoved in there and just have our own little discussion while things are we can actually hear, and everything else that's going down on the side.
Okay.
Just basically so we have a time to talk about shit and react to some things that we've done.
Speaking of reacting to things that we've done, I forgot that you told me how to like perfectly lockpick anything. So I was just sitting over here like, well, I don't want to try to open this expert lock door. I don't have any upgrades to lockpicking. When I just walk over here about 10 minutes, yeah, 10 minutes later, and just quick lockpick a master lock, and I'm like, alright.
You forgot you have that on?
I did. I lockpicked
Yeah.
like 3 things in a row going, I forgot about this, now I feel dumb.
Super lockpicking. We will have that on, by the way.
Do I need to have POV on? I feel like I don't need to have POV on.
Now that I have my whip, this is actually going a lot smoother. Granted, you know, I kind of have... I have it set so that it does 100 shock damage and causes 50 poison to be dealt to the target each second for 7 seconds.
Yeah.
But not too unlike what you got going. I don't one-shot things. I take like 3 shots at least.
Oh, I don't want to take the Fallmore arrow. Jesus.
But everybody's gonna get something for their playstyle, where you know, power attacks for the meleeers, dual casting for the spellcasters, and a special aim snipe for the for ranged people
Okay.
with bows. Basically, I'm giving people certain cantrips that, not cantrips, but feats that I've been looking up. Dual casting is actually, yeah, you can do, dual casting is a feat that someone made for its homebrewed. I think it makes sense because I kind of feel sorry for a lot of the casters where they only get to cast like one spell.
Yeah, even at that, we do have dual casting in Skyrim, so it would make sense for you to add it.
Yeah. There will be limits, you know, you can't do channeled effects, obviously. You can, the dual cast will be limited to, what the hell? Sophia, why are you attacking Parthenax?
Oh, right. Shouts become ethereal. Fucking duh, I forgot that this is how I usually come down here.
Yes, you ethereal didn't jump through half the dungeon. That little curve is actually going to be something that's going to be fun, interesting for us. God damn it! Why, Sophia? Why you attack Parthenax? Game-ending bug. Sophia attacks Parthenax.
You don't tell my owner that I'm here. I beat Wolf Bark. Wolf Bark? I got you, don't worry, dog. No one will know that you're here.
Oh, this Skyrim thing's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah. This will be the first time I actually get to use Banian in like a legitimate setting that's not gonna make me want to blow my brains out.
This was more funny. You honestly, you know that what I did for him when I give you his art, right?
What?
Doesn't he look doesn't his armor and stuff look semi-familiar?
It kind of did, yeah.
I was basing it off of the Legend of Zelda armor.
Oh, I thought that was... I didn't know it was Legend of Zelda, but I'm like, this seems like something that me and Emery should have in common.
Yeah, but it was going to be for Nox's cobalt leather armor.
Oh.
It was supposed to be like my Nox's reskin. Not to come on like, oh, he wants this. I guess I could just use this piece of art that was supposed to be for Nox that I never really finished. So just finish it and just recolor it for your guy. If you didn't notice, it has like Nox's like shirt.
Yeah. But no, I really like it actually. Like, it's pretty cool. I thought my armor that I had was pretty neat, but I got it off of...
Actually, I used the shoulder asset, the main shoulder asset for your dragon as well. Your Dragonborn. If you didn't notice, the shoulder's the same shoulder.
I did not notice. With Banian, my thought process was find something I could wear and put that as his armor. So like, there you are. I missed you. Fuck shit. No. I mean, fuck Bark. Fuck Bark. I had no clue he was here. I promise you. Don't bring this on me.
And then it was kind of simple to change the hair because that was supposed to be like Nox hair.
Yeah.
If you noticed, it's like, oh.
But the original armor for him was armor I found. Oh, quote unquote armor I found on Wish because it would be cheap and easy to get. But it's not good quality, so I've never bought it. And I kind of like the armor how you have it set there. So it's pretty nice. So I'm going to actually keep both sets looking like different like that. I'm probably going to end up using the one that you made as his main one from now on. The Nox looking shit. Ow! Cat! Fuck off! I'm trying not to die.
Is that a cloak of elven kind that he's wearing, by the way?
Yes and no.
Similar to it.
I didn't even know the Cloak of Elven kind existed. I'm just like, oh, well, he's a rogue. He's just gonna get his cool cloak.
The Cloak of Elven kind was basically one of the rogue's loved things.
Yeah. Well, basically he has a face mask with the robe, and when he puts the hood up, on him and he pulls the mask up, it muffles him, kind of like wearing the Dark Brotherhood gear set. Like, you can't hear his breathing. His shoes already have, like, the better muffle effect.
Pretty much the Cloak of Elvenkind and the Shoes of Elvenkind.
Yeah.
Got it. you already have
Yep.
you have them. It's just that the shoes were different. They were like, they almost looked like they had dragon scales or something. I'm like, what is this? And then I didn't do it black for the shoes because I'm just like, I'm just gonna make them brown because it makes more sense and it matches the color scheme a little bit more.
Yeah.
The dagger I just put as a simple dagger based off the dragon bone dagger. Only I just made it metal. And I just like, what's his other hand gonna do? Because Noxus was gonna have the dagger, and on the other hand, he was going to be, I can't remember if I was gonna have him hold a bow or something. And everything is like, well, there's the other hand. I guess I'll just put a coin purse, since he's a rogue.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me was trying to even out your beard, where your beard and your hairline meet. Just like, the fuck? It feels weird making a beard and a hairline meet like that.
Yeah.
But
It's because, like, I have sideburns in real life that go right down connecting to my beard. I make sure anytime I get my hair cut, I still keep those enough that it connects.
It looks like he has like
so
a
it's all like,
fox
what?
hawk. Yeah, it looks like he has the fox hawk thing where he shaves the side of his head.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
But the beard looks melds into it, so it's like everything's the same layer, like length, and just like, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
No, I haven't finished Trixie's effects. Lol. I got to the summon random guard. There is accidentally polymorphing a friend into a rat for a turn.
Ooh.
It's like, oops. And these are if I cast non-elemental spells, by the way. This is the negative effects. I can accidentally summon 3 hostile dire wolves at the point, and they have 50% health from normal. So they're
We're
weaker
going
dire
home.
wolves.
Good day to you, sir. Fucked him at park. I love it.
Polymorph friend into sheep randomly. Polymorph friend into turtle. Banish friend to the Feywilds for a round.
Oh God.
This also includes Trixie herself. And so it could be like, I cast.
I mean, to be fair, if you send Bane into the Baywilds, he's not gonna be surprised. He'll probably be like, "What the fuck just happened?" But he knows.
It might actually save you for a turn if we're fighting a dragon. So it's a mixed bag of effects there. Randomly. Okay, I randomly cause the ground at this point of impact to be considered frozen ground, which is difficult terrain. Everything in there has to make dex saves and whatnot, and it's not just that point of ground, it's a 30 block radius from where I hit, and it only lasts a round. But it's like, okay, everything over here is difficult terrain now. And instead of an Infernal, I have a hostile Daedra being summoned at point with 50% hit points. It's like, oh guys, I accidentally just summoned a Carl. Oops. Randomly summon a Horker at a point of impact. And then there's Mana Burn, which is the critical of it, which is not only does my spell can't not even go off, but I lose half my hit points.
Jesus.
And then those are the negative effects. The positive effects are my spell explodes at the point of impact, dealing whatever creature that I hit. And it just, hold on, I'm dying. I need to heal.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
Healing. But basically I do basically the spell that I cast, it has like a fireball effect added onto it, where I gain where basically it deals an additional 8d6 whatever the element I casted damage onto the target.
Alrighty.
God damn, Alduin, calm down. He's like,
You dealing with Alduin?
Yeah, the first battle is Alduin.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're already there.
Basically, he'd be a dick. He kind of, in my mod, he's constantly dealing like a cloak of flames aura on me, dealing 50 points of damage every like second.
Jesus.
Ish. Need more mana.
Alright, time to talk to Parthenax. I got the Elder
I
Scroll.
haven't been able to even cast Dragon Rend on him because shit. Yes, okay. 100 points of fire damage causes every 3 seconds or 30 seconds. Ugh.
Ugh.
Okay. Ugh indeed.
Bones of the earth are at your disposal.
Technically, you make the meteors go away if you use clear skies, though.
Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the time wound. Do not
But when it's
delay.
Alduin and you have to keep him nailed down with Dragon Rend,
He cannot miss the
it's hard to justify.
Yeah.
Okay. Cross. And what else do I have? I have a cross and I have heal. Oh god damn it, my cross didn't even come out. What the hell? I just said equip cross. Oh god damn it. Now the old one's in
There we
there.
go.
That took so long.
Learn the Dragon Rend show.
I'll get back to Trixie here in a second as soon as, you know, Alduin is hurt and gone. If I can actually keep him down because that's not fair.
Today, Alduin's lordship.
What the hell? Where is my thing if it's not there?
I honor your
No,
courage.
stop that. Why does it keep removing it from my... I'm about to die.
Now in vain.
Do I have any potions? Oh boy, a potion of cure poison. I'll eat all the cabbages, all the cheese wheels, which only restore stamina now, and magicka, all the apples, all the honey nut treats, all the leeks, all the meat pie, raw legs, salmon meat, salmon steak, cheese, tomato,
Day, is it not?
and
What else is there?
let's resist frost damage.
Balduin does not rise to our challenge.
Here we go. Also, line time between shouts is reduced.
Worry too much, brother.
Eat the
Victory will
breads.
be ours.
And I guess multi-equipped. Oh no.
Alduin.
Alright, now I'm not dying like instantly. And constantly have a chain of heals going up. I can whip. No. Get down here, you fat dragon. That's right. Get down here. I'm gonna whip you. I's a whipping him. I's the lizard whipping now.
They did not have dragon.
Oh, I got so much heal effects going on for like the next 10 seconds that he couldn't. His fireballs didn't do damage. They couldn't kill me fast enough.
Jeez.
He is beyond our
Hurry up and tell me Dragon Rend.
I brought the Elder Scroll. Well, dear, we agreed.
Anyway,
I never agreed.
Trixie's effects. The 2 on her good die is heal all party members for 2d10 hit points.
Soon enough. Alduin approaches.
Random heal. Number 3, this is the one I told you about. She randomly teleports 30 feet in front of her with a blink effect. She loses her clothing, but her clothing turns into a sphere of whatever element that was. Basically meaning I can also move the sphere around during a bonus action if I haven't done it yet. Basically throwing it at someone, and people that are in the sphere take, I think it's 2 or 3 d10 damage from a bolt that gets launched at it. And yeah, basically it's like, oh, time to get burned. I'm also naked again.
Oh god.
At that point, but that's how come I have the conjure clothing spell where it doesn't consume anything. There's moments where I don't have the clothing on, and every time I clothe it, I attune to a different element between fire, ice, lightning, earth, basically, and what was the last one?
If I die today,
Air.
it will not be in terror.
Alright.
That's why your clothing constantly changes color. Let's see. The next one is. Oh. The creature that I attack with the spell randomly gets not randomly, it gets frozen into a block of ice that melts on Trixie's next turn. Random CC. The number 5 effect, the creatures you hit with your spells gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next 2 rounds. So, because a lot of the earth spells actually either do bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing. There's one where I just like throw earth spikes at people, and those are piercing. But otherwise, it gives everybody like you and your daggers and like Mr. Pibbles with his bow, you know, the pew-pews. Oh, this one is similar. This one's familiar too. Trixie randomly gets covered in a protective oil, so she gets greased up like grease. Only this, and becomes immune to all forms of magical damage till the end of her next turn.
Jeez.
Every time she hits, though, she lets out a seductive moan.
What did you see?
Okay. Oh God. Magic, shouts, dragon.
All right, and we have to do the Civil War, right? Because I'm at the point where I got to go do the Civil War if I am doing it. Right?
Sorry, I was busy shouting. What?
We're doing the Civil War, aren't we?
During this one or the next one?
This one. Aren't we doing that? Just to give us an idea of what we're in for?
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta go and do. I chose Solitude for the Imperials. Okay. Trixie, positive effect number 7. Trixie's being a goblin, she expands to double her height, so she becomes the regular size, a regular size person. And for that, until the end of her next turn, her magic effects have double the effect. Her clothes do not change with her heart size, though.
No,
They're still they still remain tiny, so they cling onto her and start to tear in some places.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm missing Trixie effect number 8. Oops, I gotta go look that one up. But Trixie effect number 9. 3 creatures, up to 3 creatures close to me within 30 feet, may take 4d10 lightning damage.
Damn it. I thought we had him. Still, I think
Trixie effect number 9, you cast a free unwild magic missile.
I know.
The typing of the spell damage is whatever the typing is of the spell that I used that proc this effect.
Yeah.
So, hold on. There's more. I just gotta scroll down on the thing. Here we go.
So, should we do the Civil War now?
Yes, like after the whole Alduin thing.
Okay. Need to find out where Alduin went. Find Trap. Jarl Whitewind went. I think so. Dragon. Okay, talk to the Jarl Whitewind.
But okay. Trixie effect number 11. Oh. She starts levitating in the air and has advantage on all spell casts on targets that are non-flying.
Damn.
Basically, it's like the Genasi effect. It only lasts to the end of her next turn.
Right.
So, random positive effect. Number 12. You summon 3 ghostly wolves. And then they dash, whose elements are, you know, what's the last element that you cast. They charge at their target, dealing, nearest targets, dealing 1d6 elemental, whatever the elemental damage is, before vanishing.
Yeah.
So basically just summon spirit wolves that are the element that I just last casted, and they just run up and they bite the target once.
One of the prisoners.
It's like random pooch attack. The number 13 is the one I told you about. She polymorphs herself into a dragon. Her turn resets.
Oh.
Is that
You'll soon find out.
I get a one-turn dragon boost. Rah!
If you die, the ancients will, sadly,
14.
We're going to install a garrison. But first, you're going
she
to clean out the
basically,
damage that is- Good. That's what I
number
like to hear.
14 is
Now go make
she
it happen.
does damage, and whatever the damage is, she heals either herself or the closest nearest ally, but she always replenishes her hit points first before dumping them into an ally.
Yeah.
So if there's an overspill.
What is it?
Okay.
So there's that, and then oh, the protection bubble. Sort of like the oil, but it's for physical attacks. Oh, I haven't turned on your stream. I should probably do that.
Is that what that notification was?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, it's been 45 minutes. Damn, it only just notified you.
Yep.
Gotta love that, right? Yeah.
Effect
You're still waiting on
number
one? Jesus Christ.
I didn't get that notification. Oh. Texted me?
Really? What the hell? My computer did something stupid earlier today, Crystal, by the way.
Yeah, it completely went.
Yeah,
Fuck this
about
shit, I'm out.
30 minutes into D&D, it just froze everything. Everything stopped working, and I had to shut it down and reboot it. It took like 15 minutes to actually reboot and start up. I was lucky that the battle ended before I had to take a turn, because I still wasn't starting the stream again because it wasn't loaded yet. So there's a solid 15-ish minutes that Emery has that I don't.
No, not really, because I didn't start
More like,
until after
yeah,
you
more like
booped out.
10-ish minutes because he started streaming after I booped. Still,
Oh, is there something?
Yeah.
there's a
I
little
was-
bit still missing no matter what, but it was like, what the hell? And ever since then, my computer's been acting a little wonky. Where's this last motherfucker? I'm here.
Trying to get your stream to play. There it goes, finally.
Okay, I killed everything here. Gonna go inside then?
Yes, we have to go inside and clear the. Oh wait, you're on. Did you choose
Or have-
Imperials as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't hear that. So that you did. I'm sorry.
I thought you chose something else earlier on, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter which one we choose, as long as we choose one.
Yeah. Or Hragarstad.
Okay, Trixie effect number. Yeah, resistant to physical. Number 16 is she conjures 3 mirror images of herself. They last for 2 rounds, so the round that she summons it, and then the other round. Basically, if you don't know what mirror images are, make your opponents have disadvantage at attacking you, because they don't know which one's real.
Jeez.
They're like illusions, and they also cast mimics of your spells. They're not as effective as your main spell. Say I cast Fireball, they'll be casting Firebolt instead. But an extra 3D, well, now we're level 10, they'd be almost 3d10 apiece, so, ouch.
Jeez.
Number 17 is a hilarious one. You summon a stampede of unicorns. The way how the unicorns are decided is you roll 1d12 to determine the amount of unicorns, and each unicorn does 1d6. Oh yeah, these are lightning unicorns, by the way. They deal straight up lightning damage to anything they hit within a 15 by 30 foot line. Things that get hit by that, you make a dexterity saving throw. I get to choose the direction of the line. You know, to avoid killing my friends. Number 18, I randomly cast Fly on a friendly target. Last 2 rounds. And then we have number 19. Heals all friendly targets within 60 feet for 2d12.
Oh my god.
Tell me again.
Number 20, everybody receives the effect of a long rest instantaneously.
In joining the Legion,
Everybody heal!
are you prepared to make that?
Here.
In the middle of combat, long rest, what? And that, you know, all charges come back, everything. It's like we took the long rest, but instantaneous.
Just remember, speak to Vic. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Legate Ricka has a special assignment for you.
Something
Number
to
8,
report?
what the fuck was number 8? And I missed it.
Welcome to the Legion. Ulfric's, we're going to make sure.
Report to
Rest of my
legit.
men are already
Maybe.
I'm gonna have to check that out. I think it's like another heal effect, because I think I'm missing a heal effect.
Cool. Jagged crown time? Jagged crown time. Time to get the jagged crown.
So long as I'm not using non-elemental magic,
Might get nervous.
it's not so bad. On top of that, like I said, there's a chance for this magic to just fizzle out if the negative die, because you every time, even if you cast a positive spell, a elemental spell, the negative effect die still has a chance to cancel out that ability
Seems there's. Yep,
if it's higher than the
Light,
positive
medium.
spell.
they don't make finer steel anywhere else.
There we go.
Not
Sorry, I had to get my outfit. That I'm, you know, not gonna.
I apparently
at all.
missed someone. What the hell? I guess I should turn on the quest. Maybe that'll tell me who I missed. That's lame though. I hate that. Now I'm behind. Oh well.
You still
How did
at Fort
Oh, I missed the
Haverford?
guy. I missed the 2 guys on top of the fucking tower.
Ah, yeah,
That's
those
what
guys
I
are a
missed.
pain in the ass. What is my armor anyway? Oh.
If you,
Just generic ass steel?
yeah, I only have like 62. You have more than me. I haven't been looting in a while, but I don't really care for loot at the moment. If I'm just running through. I already got my whip. I
Yeah.
got my look. I good. So Trixie gonna have some also Trixie's not actually her name, that's the name that she gives as a stage name.
Ah. It's okay. I know Mr. Pibble's true last name. Not a lot of people do without dying. So secret names are pretty common in the group, I guess.
You must be the new recruit.
Is it Steve?
No. But that would be funny. Okay, I'm here. Where's the general?
It would be because I have a rogue planned named Steve McStab, and he uses the Among Us character look.
Fuck it, just going in. Nice.
My name is Steve McStab, but you can call me Stabby.
You can call me Stabby. Or at least you could, if you weren't dead from the knife.
I don't shake hands. I stab people.
I'm very confused. It's telling me to meet them, but they're not, like the legate's not there. So I came to attack, and the Stormcloaks are just sitting here going, bitch, I don't give a fuck about you.
You're trespassing here.
Dun, dun,
Okay,
dun,
there we go.
dun.
I had to move far enough forward.
And now they're gonna be like, oh wait, you're an enemy. Blah! But since people are going to be limited on gear and whatnot, I figured I'm probably also going to limit Trixie on items, and so I'll have to actually buy my spells, basically.
Okay.
So, I'm going to have the basic cantrips, obviously. And then after the basically, I'm going to start off with, like, Ice Knife, Fireball, Magic Missile.
Everybody ready? We charge on my signal. Was that the signal? No, they're just doing stupid shit.
Order of Chain of Command and whatnot. Oh no.
I don't need to wait for your orders. I'm going in and I'm slaughtering.
I just want them to finish their fucking spiel so I can actually continue on doing stuff. I've taken the oath like 3 times now. Let me do stuff and stop, like... I need frickin' Sophia to stop, like, randomly into people before I'm done doing things.
Jesus
Can I
Christ.
have, like, bread yet and cheese will? Yes.
Kill 2 people at once with the great axe.
Oh yeah, Great Axe cleaves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When you have that perk. those are like some of like feats I like to actually try to get for people. It's like, oh your great axe now cleaves.
I don't understand why in these
Oh boy!
games all the torches are
Now I
lit.
can decapitate 4 people at once.
Massive slaughter attack.
I guess it-
So how do you give yourself perk points in this game?
Shit, I forget. It's like mod AV, add perk point or something like that. Hold on. That, or you can just constantly reset yourself to level 1. Or you can just give yourself the perk that you want in general.
I just wanted to max out two-handed.
If you just INC PCS, max out two-handed as hard as you want. And if there's something, legendary out something, just keep doing that.
INC.
Actually, try INC PCS space and then what you want to max out, which should be two-handed, one word. It might actually just do all of it. I can't remember what the exact command was to like give every single point in that tree.
INC or IMC?
IN as
okay.
in no.
I might have done
INC.
this wrong then. Is there a period between INC and PCS?
It's player.incpcs.
Right.
Yeah, I'll type it out for you into the void.
That's what I forgot. Player.
This.
Two-handed increased to 46.
Oh, you got it. Okay. We boosting a weapon skill now?
No. Never. Never, ever, ever. No, I just feel like we're gonna end up beating this before I get to see all the stuff two-handed gets. So.
Yeah, speed runs always you end up capping out too early. Especially if you also have mods that add more perks into the trees. And also to stop all the leveling up sounds and whatnot, you can quick save quickly and then quick load, which is quick save is F5, quick load is F9.
Yeah, I changed that to F1, F2 because that shit was too far away from my fingies.
Oh boy, we has more of those stabbins.
Stop going to a different area. I'm trying to upgrade Limb Splitter.
Oh, I accidentally unequipped some kind of magic thing. Oopsie. I had like a magic ring that gave me like a bunch more magics, which I have fallen off at some point. Oh well. Bleed like a lamb. Oh boy. Mingle. Oh. Shield biter. Oh boy. Wolf's tooth. I've never gotten the axe things, and I'm going for them now simply because the whip is treated as an axe.
Yeah.
Oh, that does a lot more damage. Oh, damn. I was doing like 27 or so beforehand. Now I'm doing like 110. Oh, he blocked it for did 77 damage to him. I's a whipping. I's a kitty whipping. Or a lizard at this point. Lizard whipping. Dun, 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 dun. There's actually a little trick in this crown quest and whatnot where you can actually get your sneak up infinitely and get all the items and money that you can possibly carry.
Jeez.
In terms, because there's you can literally kill your allegiance like buddy, your legion buzzies here inside this cave, right where right before you do the claw puzzle.
Yeah.
You can just keep killing them and they keep respawning through the door.
Oh. That's funny, I'm actually right there at that point anyway.
like, oh, you can just keep gathering the guy's stuff, and then gives you infinite money, infinite armor. It's more beneficial to kill the Imperials than to be on the Imperial side, so you can get a lot of Imperial stuff. Because, yeah, the Imperial stuff's worth a lot more than Stormcloak.
Yeah.
Come on, eyes a whipping. Let's get going. Sexy lizard whipping. If only I can make myself more thick. Because twig girls usually end up getting stuck in.
There we go. Now I got the stuff that I probably would never end up getting if I didn't.
Oh, that's another thing. We will, if we ever make it to the Civil War portion where we have to choose the Civil War thing, it'll probably just be the diplomat thing, and we'd have to try to pass it with checks. Otherwise, you'd have to go through an entire Civil War before ever making it to Skuldolphin.
Sounds horrible.
So we'll see how that plays out. I'm thinking that Skyrim's just going to be special event, special event variations of D&D rather than just one-offs, because it's putting so much effort. It kind of feels sad that it's a one-off.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of thinking like it could be one that we can return to every now and then. Wolf.
Because I've already put too much into Trixie that I didn't want to put in. I'm not going to do character art. Does character art for everything? Fuck.
Oh no, I actually had Butterfly.
Reaper.
I might end up using Banian again if we do another campaign after we do the Alliance and for the Horde. I might use Banian again. So I kind of like how I had him built for the Skyrim thing, and I'm like, actually building him after playing some D&D feels a lot better than building him prior to D&D, where I had no clue what the hell I was doing. So he feels more like a legitimate thing I made, and I just want to keep using him.
What do I have that's so heavy? Oh, there we go. Axes and bows. Daggers not so bad.
Where?
But yeah, that's how I'm almost feeling with Trixie. I'm like, oh no, I put too much into this, and this is only going to be for a one-time thing. But this sounds fun.
Yeah.
Random shit. I mean, Sorks are basically like this, but the only problem I found, and I looked at the sorcerer's wild magic tree and everything, there are way too many negative effects than there are positive effects.
Yeah.
And I can only admit the amount of randomosity will just make things go crazy. Which I see what you meant, like, when you wanted to go Warlock Sorcerer, and it's like, oh no. Would you rather me do something like when you do that, instead of being, since you're not full Sorcerer, get a tree like the, like Trixie has? Like positive and negative effects,
maybe,
depending upon stuff. Because there's also the advantage thing system with it too. When you have advantage, you have two rolls on the positive. Like say I attack with advantage with a spell. The spell one that has an elemental on it is actually I roll 2 of those against 1 negative die.
Right. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking of going for the wild magic part of the sorcerer, just, certain spells and adding spells.
I thought the wild magic was part of every sorcerer. Someone lied to me.
Wild magic is a path you choose. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Could be wrong on that one. But I've seen people with sorcerers who haven't used wild magic, so I figured that was the case.
I mean, I thought that was the gimmick of sorcerer, but I guess...
No.
Meh.
It's just one of the things they can get.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like the Elementalist, I didn't have to choose the Elemental Overload. And it's what I believe that they called it.
Yeah.
wear all the things, but it just sounded more fun because I could accidentally like go into extra damage, or I can just end up removing my clothes and actually getting a lot of charisma boosts because of it. How to boost your charisma as
Sure.
a female player, well, female character in the game. Take off your top. I'm quite sure that'll help your charisma against any male.
I mean, technically the men can do it too against the females.
True.
Just start
Just
like
not
taking
always
off some
effective.
clothes, look all sexy and shit, and they'll be like,
Just not as effective.
no. Men
I mean,
kind of
you
go
can
stupid.
You can literally shut up an entire room of guys just by removing your top.
We go into the fucking peace talks at the fucking Hrothgar, and she's just like, listen.
You guys just lift Trixie up onto the table. She's confused. And you just drop her top, and she's like, "Huh?" And then everybody just like shuts up. It's like,
Well, why'd you do that? It's like, do you see them shut up? Oh. Yeah.
and you know the funny part is that she's a goblin, so she kind of doesn't care. Goblins are like sometimes half they don't care what they're wearing. They wear rags. She's a little bit more highborn on the goblin scale. She's not noble, but inspires to be a noble.
Right. I'm gonna be coming back to Brandon's Friday night so I can wake up early enough for us to do our shit, since you said you wanted to start at noon on Saturday.
Your time, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to like
9 my time.
wake the fuck up early, so I figured
Just so we can get decent amount of time in for both activities.
Yeah. What's this way? Oh.
And there will be meal breaks and all that, so
Yeah, I'll probably end up ordering a pizza or something so I have food.
I need to do something about that myself. Okay, I do have a message to Whiterun, okay.
November something.
November 7th for the Extra Life.
Ah, November 7th.
That's a Saturday?
That is a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Any brands up there? I'll have to double check.
And we have so many games planned for that day.
Well, let's see. You worked this Saturday, right? You worked this Saturday, right?
Works. This
He works this one coming up. Okay, so he works Emery's birthday. Oh, calendar.
I have it in my phone. Weeks gets paid.
Works, don't work. Work, don't work. He works.
Works it?
Yep, because work, don't work, work, don't work, work. That's the stuff. Okay, sorry. I need to get back to Solitude. He's just staring. He's like, I want to be near you. You're still mad about the French toast. Oh, I glitched onto the... Bitch, I don't give a fuck that you're looking for me. Go away. I don't care about this stupid museum. Damn it.
Be gone, knave.
Now you made me fall off this platform. I gotta run back up here. I'm about to unload a can of whoop ass on everyone in this town, I swear to God.
All the whoop ass. 900% whoop ass.
They can't touch me.
I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might.
Move. 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 I am flying now.
I am in the air.
Hjalmar's
Become God.
Excellent work, soldier. I have to admit, I had my doubts that he... Yes. But at least I need someone I can. We have it on good authority that this missive should convince him.
Cool. Missive? Yep.
These documents contain sensitive intelligence for the Jarl.
Jarl's eyes only. I don't like that, you know, they give us the option for prior things to deliver, like when you're to kill the Emperor, they let you read the message even though they tell you not to. But when you're needing to deliver a missive to the fucking Jarl of Whiterun, they're like, nah, you can't read that one. That one's an item that's sealed. You literally can't. And it's like, I want to know what the fuck you're saying.
Hey, bitch.
Right, like, I would laugh if they opened up and it was like, yo, bitch, listen. There's about to be, like, a murder? Who let Liz write the message? No.
It seems our
No.
new and despised sabotage.
No. No.
No doubt, Rick. Well, out with it. I see. Give the paper.
Thought my game crashed for a second.
Just.
This took a little too long on that loading screen.
My eyes.
What do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun, as an old I urge us to
Thinking about it though, this is like, how long does it take to do a walkthrough of Skyrim? Basically,
Right.
completing all the quests with OP shit.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
Be the actual Dragonborn of legend.
It's time to challenge Ulfric.
Is the fan in my mic, by the way? The sound?
Somewhat, but not really. I hear Nicozilla more than I do your mic.
That is interesting, but I'm still gonna move it slightly. At least Nicozilla's doing its job, hiding that wind sound.
Yeah.
Deliver this axe.
You're over here like, how the fuck does he still hear this? And I'm just like, I've got the mirrors, man.
I don't. When it comes to this microphone, I just give up on trying to figure out what the fuck it does. It's like sometimes I think it's like, oh, he's got to be hearing the fan and everything. He's hearing the cars 2 blocks away,
Good.
and then it's just like, oh,
What is it that you need?
he's not hearing it. He's hearing NicoZilla.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so long as you can hear me.
Have to keep fighting the
Yes.
best. What you're at? You want me to let the dragon? There must be another
Oh
way.
boy, there's gonna be some action in Whiterun. Giggity.
The World Eater himself. I don't know about. Now what's this nonsense? I want to help.
I still can't believe how effective the Vine Whip tie down kitty works.
While we are under. But getting both.
It's like, oh, I got it. I actually got to grapple him.
Not the high king.
Ah, fuck.
Usually you don't grapple so well as a caster.
So, if you'd still talked to the Jarl before you did the Civil War, can you still just do everything without having to sit that stupid conference?
As long as you don't choose the crazy, the other choice lines, I think.
What are the
Otherwise,
choice lines?
Like because he'll tell you to go tell the other guys to that.
Okay, no, it just said ask the Greybeards if they can help, and I'm like, no, I'm not going there.
Okay, well.
Won't give us a straight answer. He's a true Nord. He'll come around. Yes.
The Stormcloaks are here! The Stormcloaks are here! 2 arms! 2 arms!
Is that so?
Okay, Pulverveer.
What's this?
Zap zap.
You're quite brave to carry such a message. It's a pity you've chosen the wrong side.
Okay, what the hell do I have on my
You can
summon
return
thing?
this axe to the man who sent it. I expect a great deal of excitement.
Bound bow, I don't be using that much anymore.
You have none.
I have 1 whip. I need my lightning whip too.
Lightning whip.
Also, been playing around with on another file that I've been running around quickly to do everything in the game, so I can take the screenshots needed to make maps. I found out that I can put the whip effect onto the top of battle staves So it looks like I'm holding a focus and I'm just whipping people, just like, ah!
Nice.
It's like, oh, this actually works out a lot better, which is what I'm probably going to do when it comes time to the actual run.
Yeah.
I can get away with anything.
So, I can't teleport myselth to Light Rain Stables. No, we're just under constant fire and doom. Okay. Could have gotten there faster, but no.
Let out. I'll turn you back over to your legion. Legate Scipius will have use for you. God be with us all. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city.
Get down to the front line.
Stormcloak time.
But yeah, with basically gonna have 3 different D&D campaigns going on. That's gonna be kind of crazy. Fireball!
Well, look at it this way. Technically, you only have 1 right now. The second one's activated on Saturday, but isn't going to be a consistent one.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that it's kind of sad that the Skyrim one's going to be meh, because that one sounds like it's also going to be quite fun. WoW is fun. Don't get me wrong. I like the WoW because it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just we do take a while to get through, and then that's an entire story on its own. I'm not saying that it's not gonna be fun or anything later on. It's just,
Well,
we have multiple characters, and I like my characters, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The saddest part is I'm not gonna be able to play all my characters as often as I want to. Oopsie.
That's alright.
Considering all the time and energy I put into these characters, because I put a lot. I think there's other people that put a lot in, but when you actually do character art and everything, it's a lot.
Can I go attack it, please? For the Legion, blah 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 blah. Murder!
Zap zap! There's a zappy girl, a zappy boy, there must be a zappy girl, right? Also, why is the stable bitch still hanging around the stables when the Stormcloak's coming to attack?
Yes.
Right in the Stormcloak.
Why do I have to be the main one that takes care of these people? All these Imperials here, unable to do shit. Oh, that's Sophia. Sorry.
There's too many incompetent people in life.
There it is. I've already got knocked back to the drawbridge.
Dun dun.
Well, that's Hadvar. I should probably not kill him.
He was my main right lightning rod. I just constantly kept using chain lightning on him. He's right in the middle. I mean, why did we constantly spawn on him? I don't know. But what I do know is zap zap.
I don't know. I like to use Stormcall, but that kind of pisses people off.
Yeah, so I was afraid of hitting the one target that was technically a citizen. It's like, I don't want to use it because you're there and I might hit you, because chain lightning's kind of random as fuck. Kind of like fireball.
How do I keep missing this shit?
Oh boy, I got the ebony sword of blazing.
Murder!
Well, I guess I should make it a Haven bag stops, considering I'm constantly running out of space again. So, I like how I also trap the NPC that sells me whip stuffs inside here.
Nice.
Inside my Haven bag, she can't leave. She is my eternal slave to give me more whipping stuff.
And that should have been the last one. Or this should be the last one.
Get rid of all this stuff that's weighing me down. just finally got a reply.
There we go.
Got a reply from Freed.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's like, you only. I just let him know that he only has 6 arrows, which means he has 3 more wand uses. I did put a limiter on that thing, and nobody else pays attention to their arrows. I feel like I'm the only one ever that's because my main is a ranger, not a ranger. It's an archer. It's an arcane archer. Arrows are a thing. Until you get the ability to just conjure up magic arrows on your own. Then you are broken AF. Also, because of that fact, Nox has had a lot more hit than I actually thought.
Oh yeah?
You realize that a magical arrow has +3 to hit in damage?
I did not.
On top of a magic +3 bow.
I did not know this.
So my standard hit chance is 18 without any other effect.
Damn.
I have blanked out the fact that I got +1. Hey, an ancient dragon. What's up, ancient dragon? I'm just gonna zap you now.
So basically,
zap, zap.
no matter what, you're just guaranteed to hit. Like, you don't have to bother rolling the roll die. You just go, yeah, no, here's my damage.
No, let's see if I crit. Is basically
Take this blade.
is what's going on there. Because yeah, I'm not even done with because I can take like another archetype another feat, and basically give myself another 2, and then make it like I'm always base 21. That's my mod. I always hit. It's just let's see. And actually, that's not even true because I've been looking at monsters and stuff, and you realize when you get to like monsters that are like CR 12-ish,
yeah,
their armor class gets into the 30s.
Yeah.
You usually have to hit their vulnerability in order to actually.
Jeez, I just spawned here and already a dragon.
Did I tell you about the time I nearly made 2 people?
Also, I've been using vulnerability wrong.
I didn't feel like wearing clothes that day.
When they're vulnerable to a certain type of damage, you actually knock off like 10 AC.
Damn. You know how you had an ancient dragon? I also have an ancient dragon.
Well, did you whip him?
Yeah, he dead.
Are you whipping him, son?
Are you winning?
Are you winning, son?
Hurry up and give me your fucking soul, dragon.
What the fuck am I doing? I'm under attack by something. I just got ice spiked, but I'm trying to figure out what part of the quest I'm on, because false front is... Oh, I gotta find the courier. Oh, ow, ow! No, none of that, hag. We don't want any of that. I burn you to death now. Okay, I burn you. Goodbye.
Peace may yet return to Skyrim.
Oh, this is the one. You can't fast travel for this guy. I forgot about that.
Sure can.
No, you can fast travel to him or wait any time. He jumps around on the map. So every time you try to fast travel, it's like, nope.
Fast travel to Night Gillian.
The thing is also with a lot of the D&D stuff, like the the +3 if you actually use the +3 bow, which by the way, that axe that you got is a +3 axe.
Yeah.
And everything, but if you use a lot of the times, if it's homebrewed, it doesn't add them in. It's hard to actually do. On top of that, for some reason, D&D Beyond's auto roller forgets to add them.
I tend to
especially if they're homebrewed. Like, oh, this is a +3. Oh, but where's the +3 on it?
Or you can just wait here.
Why? Why not? Why do I not get any +3?
But why? Alright, Stormcloak Courier this way.
I put all my money in the Haven bag and forgot about it while I'm trying to bribe someone.
Good job. Oh look, there's a dragon flying around out that way.
It might be one of the scripted dragons.
Yeah. That's my guess. I think there's one over here.
My mod adds several areas where scripted dragons are constantly, and then I have another mod that lets them respawn after 2 days. Cause I like fighting. I likes the killing.
I likes the fighting and the killing. Stormcloak Courier dead.
You know, the fun fact is, with as many random monsters that I have in my game, he might actually already be dead. Hi, Feral Ice Wolf. How would you like a whipping?
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely scripted. He has a name. Vintoruth.
Yes, I think I'm about to run across him, actually.
Bitch, I'm about to say, you have Dragon Rend on. Stop flying.
Down the land if they have a set landing zone. Hey, dragon. Oh, hello! I couldn't find him. He lands right on top of me. Yeah, it's him. I mean, I see him running around in the sky, but I can't see him. And then, boom, dragon lands on my head. Definitely want to have the carry weight mod. Or on shoes. We shall have 5,000 carry weight on shoes. Hi, Snow Bear.
Oh god, dragon skeleton out of the sky.
Oh, that little bug's fun. It's because the dragon skeletons are always scripted to come back to you, just because stupid reasons. It's like, did you get? Are you sure you got this soul?
It'll throw him off our trail, allowing us to maneuver.
Aww. Why, game? Why have you done that?
Into Dawnstar, where there's probably a scripted dragon fight, because every time I go to Dawnstar for the first time, there's a fucking dragon.
Always a dragon. I just realized there's actually, my mod actually gives things to the Imperials and the Stormcloaks. Like, the Stormcloaks, they got giants.
Damn.
And they also, their carriers ride horses.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. Luckily for me, the courier was in combat with a Spriggan and decided to like actually get out and fight the Spriggan.
Yeah. Hello, friendo.
Keep your eyes open. Is that so?
To Dawnstar.
Ah, it's not easy. Why don't you grab yourself a drink at the Windkeep before heading back?
Also, still reworking the enchant, so when we ever do start back up the Alliance, and maybe even throw this into the Horde once we get to a certain level. Remember Frigid Demise, the thing that's on Icy Wiener?
Yeah.
I decided to kind of go with this effect instead, which every time the attack hits, it causes the person to constantly lose like movement. Once the movement hits 0, they're considered frozen when you attack with a weapon, that is. And then once they're frozen, then anytime you attack, you double the damage of whatever the yield is of your damage.
Okay.
So it's a slow build up to another effect. On top of that, you get half of your damage modifier and half of your player level added to your damage modifier, so you get some kind of slight boost depending upon your level, because basically at level 20 that's plus 10 to the damage.
Yeah.
Which still isn't, level 20 isn't much compared to other things, but it does stuff. Better than nothing.
That do be the case.
And then, like I already said, Soul Seeker is like when you have advantage plus to hit. Oh look, Nox has advantage. Oh god. I'll never use Heroic Strike. Pew pew, pew 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 pew. Pew pew?
Pew pew!
Considering my hit with a regular bow is, at this point, A regular short bow, I believe, is 19. No, yeah, 19.
You ever have a hiccup so bad that it's like a burp, but it like retracts inside of you, and you can just feel like it's like exploding down your insides? That just happened to me.
Yep, I hate it when those happen. It feels like death.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna die because something's inside me that won't come out.
When did I get near the face hugger? I can feel it crawling around.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm a taking the fort. It's mine.
This takes so long to get rid of the fort. I killed a horse before I killed a soldier.
I almost thought you said you killed a whore.
No, I haven't gone to the inn yet. I've gone to no inns yet with this murder spree.
My only problem is I keep hitting Sophia because she keeps getting in the way.
Same though.
It's like, followers.
I hope with the new engine that they're doing, they fix the follower system.
They should have had it like in Fallout, where you can take a perk to make it sure you never hurt followers.
Or, you know, also make it so where followers know when to move the fuck out of your way and not just stand there and block your path.
Oh wait, those are Imperials. I'm on the Imperial side.
Yeah, don't attack your teammates. What the fuck?
TKO. My team kill ratio is 23.
Mine is 1738. Hey.
And about 19 of those are Sophia.
Sophia, team killing.
No, I'm killing Sophia.
Oh.
I'm down her so much. She might as well have stayed in that barn naked, because, you know, the hose down all the time.
Hose down, hose down.
We have a hoe down.
Okay.
I
Map.
just realized I've had my chat blocked.
General.
There's nobody talking.
Solius.
Why does it matter? Nobody cares.
I had a dude earlier asking about a dog and him and his dog chatting in chat. It was some funny shit.
Right after we just started the Temple of Dog.
Yeah, that was Temple of Dog.
The Temple of Dog.
Be careful.
Poggers. Careful with them flames. Bite me.
Taking the pale gives us enough. Taking battles. I'm raising you to prefect.
Yep, cool. Take this blade. Yep, no. Bring it iron shield. It's not a blade, but sure.
I like how you guys slowly and subtly found out that you had pack tactics and
Well,
light on your bars.
Yeah, I just like I looked over at my sheet. I'm like, when the fuck?
while we're doing shit.
Like it updated in real time when you updated it in real time because I didn't even notice it changed. I just look over like, wait a fucking minute, that's new.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why do we all have dog bite? I updated yours first, actually, so I was actually more concerned with the fact that you might get it and then spoil it because it was in the middle of what we were doing.
Why does just your stream lag? Fucking hell. Like I said, I honestly have no clue whether it's the internet, whether it's the computer being stupid, what's going on anymore.
Also, are you trying to full screen record? Stream Skyrim?
Yeah.
Something. The general and I have our disagreements.
I know, I've always had bad times with that. It usually ends up.
This will require stealth and discretion. Good.
I got stupid tiny monitors, so I try to go full screen so I get as much view of it as I can. I don't have my 50-inch 4K TV that's sitting at home anymore.
I only have one monitor.
Watch what you're doing.
I have two. They're just tiny.
Yeah, I had to. Someone stole it. Well, broke it. And stole all my other shit.
And then, you know, the one you had a spider die in it.
Yep, that's the one that I use.
Yeah. I remember that still.
Why you guys pissed? Oh no. I angered, like, everything. Now I'm reporting for duty. God damn it, don't go through your spiel. I'm reporting for duty before everybody tries to kill me. Oh no. Well, my run's over.
What? Why?
Because all the Imperials are hating me, and Sophia just, like, basically started a war with all the Imperials and killed them all.
Oh, God.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her
I have not committed crimes against Skyrim and her people.
I don't got a bounty.
No, I do. Apparently.
You do.
I've never been to the Rift, but apparently I have a 2005 gold bounty.
Yeah, you do. Remember when you killed all of Riften?
I saved before that, I thought.
Well, Sophia just killed the entire camp.
I guess you're...
I guess I'm going to jail.
I'm going to jail! Why let the loot go to waste, though?
Have you come to gawk at me? Look.
Killed everybody in Riften. Forgot you to back save.
I forgot
forgot to back load.
Forgot I murdered everyone.
I haven't been to Riften before. Oh, right. Yeah, that kind of happened.
Okay.
Oh god, I can't remember if I did that too, just because you did it. Oh, I might have to do this all over. Oh, I gotta go bathroom.
Where's my loot? Where's my loot?
Where's
Where's my loot? 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 Yes. Where's my stolen loot? Alright, apparel. Gold necklace. Gold ring. Imperial gear. Dusty silver ring. Apparel. Weapons.
Always fight dirty.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Oh, just got booped by Adam. The server is up, so I got stuff doing after this.
Yep. Oh, apparently if you decide to break out of prison and then you just say, fuck it, never mind, go to sleep, you can't actually do that. You gotta finish breaking out.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of lame. I didn't mean to break out. I did, but I didn't.
I didn't mean to piss you off that much.
Why is my bounty now 2100? Oh my fucking god.
Because you double your bounty if you break out of prison.
I thought my bounty was paid off.
Nope. You don't pay off your bounty until after you serve your time.
Ugh.
Do I have that weighs so much? Well, anyway, I'm out. Wait, do I have... Oh, I have 3 shoes on me. Whoopsie.
I love that my follower is in jail with me. Sophia.
Yep. I think it's funny because sometimes she'll kill the guards.
Yeah.
And then you get screwed over on your bounty.
Well, my stolen shit's gone, which is, you know, not good since I was wearing some of my stolen shit to help me.
Oh no, the stolen shit. Yep, I'm about to... If I did kill everybody like you did, I may end up being in ouchies as well. About 2 Riften. I can't fast travel with enemies nearby. Are all of you Imperial people enemies? Horse, are you enemy? I need to know, Horse. I need to know this like now, because I can't fast travel.
Horse is enemy. You must kill Horse.
Only because friggin' Sophia just decided to like walk into the camp and start a war. No, Bear, you're not running away.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency plan in effect in case Riften...
Oh, now there's a giant spider.
Yes, my lady.
Now there's a troll.
Taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage.
It's a never-ending war here in the Rift.
If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
What's that I hear?
What is it?
Cultists? A swarm of cultists appears.
Better clear out.
They'd be ashamed if I whip them into shape. Why is that cultist using a bow?
You'd better clear out.
How can that even be a cultist anymore? Oh my god, what the fuck am I in aggro with like 20 million years over here? I'm like aggro with everything in the fucking zone, I swear.
As Riften's steward, I suppose you're here. Well,
recognize.
Looks like I'm running from the camp to Riften, then possibly running back. Because I never am getting out of combat.
Perhaps we can find a way for both of us to prosper from...
Oh, I got out. Yay. Hey, bitch! He's talking to you. Don't go take a nap.
What if I told
Honestly.
you about a large shipment of gold and weapons?
What was she expecting, you know, calling you back into her bedroom where she got in bed with you? Oh no, I've committed crimes.
Oh god, I hear fighting.
Once we've come to an agreement.
Sophia?
How do I know you won't continue to extort me? A wagon full of gold isn't good.
Too bad you can't take away my Haven bag.
It'll be a fairly... Now let's pretend we never had.
I think it's more funny when you actually start wearing quest items and shit, and they just like, oh, yeah, we can't take those from you.
Yeah. You need to leave. I'm trying. If y'all weren't so like prone to fighting.
I've tried leaving like 4 times. I've had to pay the same bounty and years in jail 7 times because my follower just doesn't know when to stop killing.
Right. I don't remember going to the Rift and blackmailing that lady for a gold caravan. Cause I just recently did this. Like, I don't remember doing that.
Did you do the,
Imperial, yeah. Like, after the fort I just did, it was just another fort. I never had to go to the Rift.
It depends on how, if you did things in the town before.
Excellent. It just so happens I've got some scouts.
Alright, I gotta sneak around. Oh, I gotta sneak around. Fuck my life. I don't got sneak for shit.
The general and I have our disagreements. But
Meet the man. Where do doth be men? Where do doth be men? Men do doth be swords watch.
Okay, here's the master plan. We kill all the guards, then we go sneaking in after we serve some jail time.
Master plan. Such stealth, most snake.
I remember you. You were with us at Helgen and Whiterun. Good to hear. I need this to go well. This is my first.
Or I
week
go,
you know,
and I steal the the
killed
thing. I
Hansu.
don't think it counts as stolen loot,
Mine
right? Right? No, it's incriminating later. It can't sounds.
I suppose you're. I'm
Okay,
not sure,
I just need to
but
kill
never
the
mind all that.
guards. If you're not
What brings
guard,
you
get
out
the
this-
fuck out of here.
Really? It just so happens we've been tracking the wagon for about a day now. So that's what's in there. Coins and weapons. How do you know that?
Take me to jail. Do it. Do it. I killed all your guards. They are nothing. Nothing! That guy, Hadvar, has a weird neck. Oh, look, what happened here? Looks like a tragic farming accident. Oh, I hope I didn't kill the person that I needed to get the incriminating letter from. That'd be awkward. Well, I killed everyone. I might as well loot them.
That was lucky for
For
us.
why, I
We're
don't know.
outnumbered. You got here just in time.
Because now I'm over encumbered.
First, next, you'll with a bit of luck.
But I don't
we'll
need this
catch them
hammer or
completely
this
off guard
axe
and
or
even
these
the worst of
maces.
it. All right, if you insist.
Honestly, I've never really
But we'll
used
come running if
maces.
it sounds like things have got-
Yeah, I like maces.
The only mace in the entire game I like is from the Dragonborn DLC.
Stallroom mace.
No, the Champion's Crudgel.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
I'll water the ground with your
Recognize this? Yeah, come on, bitch. Take me to your room. Ignore all the dead bodies. This guy got pissed at me because I left all the guards. I took all the guards' weapons and then dumped them on the ground because I didn't want to be over encumbered. Right after, you know, I killed all the guards.
Right. Also, I don't know what happened to Lydia.
Didn't she get stuck somewhere?
I don't know. I
We couldn't
just
find
seen
her?
her. I just seen her recently. And then after the last, like, I haven't seen her since the last fort. Oh, never mind. She's right up my ass.
She's just slow as fuck. Okay, okay. Sophia? Wait here. I'm done with your shit.
Keep an eye out for trouble. It's only a matter of.
Alright, regain the rift.
I'm just ditching my followers at this point because they're literally becoming more of a hassle. Way too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
They continue wars when the wars have already been finished. She keeps beating the dead horse by slaying the innocent. So, you know, nothing new. Oh my god, we slaughtered this entire camp. How are you all back? Okay, that's creepy.
Okay. Depending on what mom says in a respond text, I might be having to end my stream a bit early. To run across
That's
town
okay,
to my
it just
girlfriend's.
means we get another Skyrim night
Yeah.
at some point.
What are you
But
shooting?
again, Saturday, these guys are just gonna be reset.
Hey, be careful.
And we're actually gonna play a lot more legit.
Right.
Hags and skeleton. Oh right, I have a mod that makes skeletons a lot more threatening.
Oh.
For one, they cannot be hurt by non-magical damage.
Oh my god, every time I go to talk to this fucking bitch, something happens. Bandits are attacking. Alright, cool, I cleared the bandits. Dragons attacking.
there a lich or something? Something keeps resurrecting these goddamn skeletons.
Ha! Hit him.
Got him.
Come land, motherfucker. I just sniped you with a dragon run. And another. What up, bitch? Come land. You have plenty of area to land. Oh, and you're gonna try to land up on the mountain? That's rude. It did. Why the fuck did it have to land up on the mountain? Yes, please. Aggro to me, but go land on top of the fucking mountain so I can't instantly go and work on it.
Sounds like you need some bad dragon in your life.
The blood dragon too. Look, damn it, come here.
At least in bad dragon, when that's active, you don't have dragons doing that sort of bullshit. Look at it, bro. That's how you clear an entire camp out on your own. You just use a whip and you just whip them.
Whip. Whip it good.
It gives the one-headed axe thing a slight cleave, because I'm hitting like 3 targets with one hit.
There we go. Dragon's
Which
dead.
is actually about the same as what you're doing anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh, random deer spawns. Oops, sorry. You got whipped, dear. You got whipped.
So, the general and I have our disagreement. Your objective is meet the soldiers.
Fort Greenwall.
Well, soldier, are you up to the task? I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
See, tomorrow I have more drawings to do, and then today, oh my god, Evie wants another drawing too. I have an idea of what to do for that, but it's gonna take, not that it's more like so much drawings, so little time.
Alright.
She needs like her drawing by Sunday.
Jesus. Well, I'm gonna have to end my stream here. I need to go across town, check on my grandparents. They're not returning mom's calls since they've returned from the farm. And mom's worried because they entered a cell dead zone in Lucas, which we're used to. We've been there many a times. But she's given them 23 calls since they should have been out of Lucas, and they're not answering. High chance they've just left the phones in the car again. They've done it. But mom's stressing the fuck out, so I gotta go check, make sure.
Okay.
So, audio stream. More Skyrim Saturday for Emery's birthday. Not same characters, obviously, but I mean, it's whatever.
Mr. Pibb will be all like raving up in my thing about like 10 minutes ago. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Maybe leave a like, maybe leave a comment. What am I saying? I'm not putting this on YouTube. See ya!
Why not? Later, guys.